Hey guys, so we're working on some black sea bass rigs, okay? We took some basic chicken rigs with either a 5/0 or a 6/0 hook, and we're gonna put these squid bodies on them with some of these glow beads. And I'll post some pictures of that when you see them glowing in the dark. So they all glow. And so as you can see, I mixed some the glow chartreuse with the pink, and I got solid glow and solid pink. And right now we're going to make a combo, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. So let's talk about that in a second. Hey guys, today we're working on black sea bass rigs, okay? So what this really is a dressed up chicken rig, okay? So this is 7 foot of 80-pound mono with 3 5/0 circle hooks on it with a heavy duty swivel, okay? So all I've done is I've dressed them up, and we're gonna talk about that. So right here I've got the blue water candy squids. These come to a 5-pack. I've already opened it up and taken out one of that. Then I've got the pink. Same thing, opened up one, got it out, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. So I've got 2 pinks and a beaded hook, 2 glow with a beaded hook, and then I've got a mixture. So we're going to have a little snack bag here, and that's what we're going to put all our components in once we get it done. That way when we're out on the water, we've got everything done. So what I've done is I've taken one of these pre-made chicken rigs that I've already made. I've taken the hooks off of it just for a little bit of faster time. So right here, you've got a heavy duty swivel. This is going to go to your main line. So what I like to do is put a bead between the main line and the knot right here, so people don't roll that up into your rod eye and break your guides. Okay, so here we go. We got our little snippers right here. We're going to just snip a little bit of this off. We don't need to take a lot off of it, just a little bit, just to open that up. I'm going to take this pink bead because we want to do some contrasting. Like I said, these glow. So these squid glow, but the pink don't. And all of the beads glow. So if you look down in there, got that down there. And so down in the water, that's going to put off a nice glow. So I'm going to repeat that same step here with the pink. I'm going to go down just a little bit. I don't want to cut too much of it on. I'll take the glow yellow, stick it down inside of there. This fills in that head cavity. So starting from the top, working down, here's our swivel. Let's go pink on top this time. I'm gonna thread that through. I'm going through the bead and the squid head at the same time. So I'm coming down here through the bottom. This 5/0 circle hook, I'm going to run it through the eye. I've already pinched it down. Run it through, up, over, and around the shaft. So we're coming back down here to the bottom. Just gonna cinch that down. And then what we're gonna do is pull that right there. We will tip that with a piece of cut squid. Okay, so that's just gonna sit down there and drift around in the water like that. Moving on to hook number 2, dropper number 2. So same thing, pinch that down, run it through the bead head and the squid head. One of our hooks, put it right there, over the shaft, cinch it back down, slide that right over top. And that's just going to sit there and drift in the current. And it's going to be tipped with a piece of squid. And so for the third hook, because I don't want to use 3 squid on here, and I could, but I'm not going to. I am going to go with, let's see, we'll just pick a yellow bead. And we're going to skip the squid portion this time. So slide it through the hole. And all I'm doing is cinching that down and pinching it and pushing it through the hole. Coming over the shaft, around the point, and cinching it back down on itself. So that one will just get a piece of squid on it. And these black sea bass, they're so aggressive, they're going to be trying to take these other pieces out of their buddy's mouth. While you're reeling that up, they'll be chasing this up through the water column. And so what's going to happen is one of those dudes will bite that bottom one. So if you notice, we got a little loop right here. We've got anywhere from a 6, 8, 10, 12 ounce weight, and it could go higher depending on how strong the current is, where you're fishing at. So I'm just using the 12 for an example right now. I'm just going to pinch that down, run it through the eye, over, put it back through. Now, so that's what you got. And so we're running out to the fishing grounds. We're not going to have that tied on. We'll leave that at the very last thing because I don't want that beating up the rod while we're cruising across the water. So we're just going to take that off. And so you wrap that around your rod, reel handle or something like that. But that's what it's going to look like. So you got a triple chicken rig right here for the black sea bass. And you could skip that one, third hook, if you wanted to, and just make that. You could literally take this situation, cut that off here, and put your weight right there if you wanted to. So this may get a little tangled while it's inside the bag, but at least I'm not doing this while I'm on the water. Over the artificial reef, you know, there's going to be some different debris and everything because it could be airplanes, ships, concrete, rubble, whatever. So you may lose some of these, but now instead of me working with raw components out on the water, I'll have some of these ready. So in case somebody breaks off, you go with that. Another thing is, like if a shark bites you off on one of it, you can reclaim your components and just sit at the table and make up new ones. So that way you kind of get more money, your money's worth out of your rigs and everything like that. So right now I'm up to 6, and so let's see here. I've got 4 of these dual colors, and then I've got the solo pinks and the solo glows. And so I'll probably just do a couple more of those solos because I think I've got what I want for the mix and match. But with the black sea bass, if they're feeding really aggressive, and you drop down a hook with a little bit of squid or something on it, and they're going to grab it. So again, this is just to try to target larger fish and try to weed out some of the smaller ones. But anyway, all right, guys, look forward to fishing and seeing you guys out there in the water. Please let me know if you want to get together and do some fishing. And remember, I'm Jamie Grady with Bent Rod Guide Service, and tight lines, guys. Have a good day.